everybody, it's Gypsy, and welcome to On the Edge of Appalachia. So I'm on my way to Aldi's, and I thought I would tell you this story. This is one of my weird, woo-woo, spooky sort of stories, and it happened yesterday. So this is a much more recent one than the stories I tell you from the past. So anyways, I was in my art studio yesterday, and I was getting ready to do a video for my YouTube channel. And I set up my phone, on the stand and everything, had, adjusted the light, and then I just kind of took a minute to look out at the woods, which is to my left. Camera was to my right. Not to my right, it was more in front of me, but, no, wait a minute, I'm doing that wrong. The woods are to my right. My camera was, in front of me, maybe off-center to the left, more or less. And so I was just looking at the woods for a minute, as I like to do. And I thought to myself, okay, well, I need to get busy and record this video. So as soon as I had the intention to look at my camera, a very strange thing happened that I don't think I've ever had happen before. At least not in this manner. So, as I went to look at the camera, now normally when you're looking to your right and you want to look in front of you or to the left, all you ever see is what's in front of your eyes. So, I should have seen, okay, looking at the woods, so I see the woods, then I should have seen the yard, the back lawn, and then the camera. Well, instead of seeing that, what I immediately saw was my phone, my camera, which was to my left, but I see it slightly off to my right, and I see myself in the camera, which is normal. But then I'm also kind of seeing out of my peripheral vision me sitting there in front of the camera. And as I'm looking, I can literally see my eyes move. I'm looking at my eyes as if, well, I was outside my body. And I saw my eyes go from the woods to the phone, to the camera. Now, mind you, at this point, I'm looking down at my phone, and I see it to my right when it's actually to my left. And in my peripheral vision, I can see myself, but I saw my eyes do that movement to adjust where I was looking. It was the most bizarre and creepy thing I have ever seen. Now, I have astral projected before. And I mean, the first time it happened, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know how it happened or anything. But it got to the point where I could do it intentionally, so I have full control of it. I'm beginning to wonder about that now, because I do believe I was outside of my body, and I ended up over to the left side of my body, and I observed myself. Now, any other time I have astral projected, one, it's always a beautiful experience, but I have never seen my body, never thought to look at my body, never had a desire to. Let me tell you, I didn't have a desire to yesterday. I was working on something physically. And, I believe that when you are working on a physical project, you need to be grounded and present in the moment. So I don't know how that happened. It was very strange. I'm hoping that I never, ever, see myself from outside my body and my body's in motion. Now I thought it was just my eyes, but it was weird. I mean, it was me, but it didn't really look like, especially my eyes, did not look like me. It looked very mechanical. It was bizarre. So please tell me if any of you have ever had a weird experience such as this. I do believe somehow I had an out-of-body experience without intending to. And, you know, when I have purposely astral projected, I don't stay, like, you're always connected to your body. You can't get lost from it. The mere thought of your body brings you right back in. You know, I usually go, like, one time I went out into, like, the universe, into space. I don't know if that was the Milky Way I saw. I have a painting that I did of it. And if I can find it, I'll show you guys. But it was very strange. Anybody who thinks they might know, and please do not tell me from an organized religious point of view. I know what you guys will say. And it is not true. But anybody who is more like a spiritualist, like, well, I suppose, I don't know what I am. I don't take a title. But those who have more of an understanding of these things, if you see this video, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think happened. So I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful